Hi Gemini, welcome or welcome back to my channel. We are doing your weekly messages for next week. So happy birthday if it is your birthday next week or within the next month. We are officially in Gemini season when I'm recording this. So first out we have the dog spirit, and it says be loyal to what you love. And this card is about how although things around us can constantly change, and they constantly are changing, we just need to stick to the things that we love, the people that we love, the things we love to do, things that are close to our heart. It's time to just be loyal to that side of you and the people who are close to you. Then we have the full moon in Aquarius, and it says show the world the real you. So this is basically saying that if you've been feeling like, you can't be yourself or something like that, it's saying that even if you're strange, even if you're weird, show the world who you really are, because you might think those things about you, but you will find your people that you fit in with if you actually are completely authentic with who you are, who you show yourself your true self to people. Basically, I can't even explain it. Like I'm hoping you're understanding what I'm saying, because my words are all messed up, but it's basically just about making sure that you're being you and don't hide any part of yourself. And then very synchronistic here, because we have no place like home, and this card again is about authenticity, and basically like you are home to yourself. And that it doesn't matter the location or anything like that. Yes, home could be, someone that you're close to and that type of thing, which very much you could have that as well with the dog spirit. It's like you have someone that you're close to that you need to show your loyalty to, as well as that feels like home, as well as you are home yourself. Like it's also about authenticity and just being completely who you are and not hiding anything or holding anything back. So we've got two cards telling you that, Gemini. So let's see, what does the tarot have to say for you guys for next week? Okay, so for Gemini, what does Gemini need to know for next week? What are the messages and what is coming in? So we have the Eight of Cups, which is what is going out. The Ace of Cups, the Eight of Swords. We have the King of Pentacles, the Emperor, the World. We have the Four of Wands. There's your home. Let me just move this over a little bit. The Seven of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant. We have the Eight of Pentacles and we have the Sun. Okay. So Gemini, things at the bottom of the deck are things that either you don't see coming or things that are happening in the shadows, or happening in the 5D world that isn't yet showing itself in the 3D. So we have some good things going on here. Firstly, we have like an absolute commitment coming in here for you. This is Taurus energy. Someone who either wants to commit to you, or like a marriage or a long-term relationship or something like that coming your way, where they're going to want to work on this connection with you. They're going to want to, you might be in business with them or work with them in some way or some capacity. And then we also have the Sun here. So, it's going to make you feel very happy. You're going to feel confident. You're going to be communicating a lot. You're going to see things for what they are. Nothing's going to be hidden here with the Sun. And it is ultimate joy and happiness, like fully. I don't know if I said that's Leo energy. So that's if it's got to do with the relationship. If it's got to do with, business or that type of thing, it is just about, or general, it is about you needing to get some sort of teachings from someone, or someone who is a spiritual leader or has a lot more knowledge than you, maybe getting some guidance from them, but also connecting to your higher self or spirit or God or whoever it is that you want to connect with. You might need to learn something new or work on a skill to be able to get to where you're going. But once you work on this, if you put the effort in and the hard work into it, and connect with your true self and align with who you are wanting to be or where you're wanting to go, that is going to bring in ultimate joy and happiness for you. So with the Emperor being right here in the middle of the deck, this is about reclaiming your power. This is your focus next week. So you're focusing on reclaiming your power, becoming your own boss, leveling up in some way, possibly a promotion, maybe focusing on your masculine side of taking action. Everyone has feminine and masculine inside of them. So you might be in your masculine side next week where you're like, I just need to take action. I need to go. I need to get out of my feelings. And I just want to get this sorted. I want to keep moving. I want to strategize. I want to get to where I'm wanting to go. I want to put my plans into action. So that's what the Emperor is. It could be a man in your life, or a masculine energy, even if they are female. It is just, if this is a separate person in your life, it is someone who embodies those things, who's quite powerful, who knows what they want, doesn't kind of hold back in any sense. They can even sometimes be a little bit stubborn. That could even be you. And the Emperor is Aries and Taurus energy here. So if that's a person, it's just that person embodying this. But I do feel like this is you in some way, like you're taking back your power in some ways. The most thing that I'm getting, you're taking back your power because you're walking away from things that don't serve you, walking away from people where they could be stressing you out, or they could be hurting you or disappointing you in some way. You're just walking away from people who aren't aligning with who you are right now. And I feel like maybe that's why the reason here is that these cards are here saying, like, you don't need, yes, be loyal to what you love or loyal to who you love, but you actually don't need anyone. Like, you are home within yourself. There's no one else on this planet who you actually need, even though you do want those people around or different people around. You can rely completely on yourself. So the Eight of Cups is about you walking away from these people, or maybe even situations where they're making you feel hurt or disappointed or stressed or something like that. It's about wherever you are right now, this is no longer serving you. There's nothing here for you anymore. It's time to leave, and it's time to walk towards that sun, that happiness there. So the Eight of Swords here this is kind of about you, like I said, being stressed out over something. So I feel like there was something that you were stressed out about. You have now gotten to the place where you've been able to break free from your own thoughts, and this is what's getting you to reclaim your power in some way. You were so worried about the situation. You were in analysis paralysis. You were kind of like feeling stuck or trapped or bounded or something like that, like you could not get out of this. But whatever you did, Gemini, you found a way through. And I think the way through was that you decided, like, I'm no longer staying here. This is not a good place for me, and I'm leaving. And that's how you're reclaiming your power. You're taking action. So even if that action is walking away, you are taking some form of action. We do have the Four of Wands here. So I do feel like the action that you're taking is because it's got something to do with your home life. Either it's your actual physical home, or it could be something to do with a celebration that's coming up, or celebrating some sort of milestone in your life, like a big major event of some sort that you're going to be very happy about. Again, there's a lot of joy, celebration, happiness. I've already said happy twice and celebration twice, but you get what I mean. Double emphasis on those things because that's what it is. So when you, excuse me, Gemini, so when you reclaim your power here, or you take action towards something, it is going to help you reach a milestone in your life. But it's not to say that you're getting through this kind of unscathed. There is some sort of hurt here or pain when you're associated to this. If you are walking away from someone, or you're walking away from people, even though it serves you, it still is, kind of hard to walk away, and that can get to us sometimes, or it's hard to leave things behind. But if they are just hurting you or disappointing you, then that's what you need to let go of, and move on. We have the Ace of Cups here. So this is about, you know, in your 3D world next week, there is some sort of new opportunity being offered to you. I do feel like it's a romantic offer of love or friendship or something just very connected to your heart. It could be a new opportunity for you to be creative in some way, like a new creative opportunity. But whatever this opportunity is, it has very good potential to become something very fulfilling for you. And then we have the King of Pentacles. This is in your relationships. So there is a person in your life who could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn with the King of Pentacles there. But this person is someone who's quite stable in your life. I feel like this is the person who you're quite committed to, or you wanting this commitment. But right now in your emotions, you are very focused on stability, you're more focused on possibly the practical matters or financial matters right now than matters of the heart. But you are just very kind of stable and comfortable where you are with this, with your relationships, with your person, with whoever. If that's not the case, it's that you're wanting this person to offer you some sort of form of stability. But I do feel like this is very much someone who is already stable, and that's you being loyal to what you love here, because the King of Pentacles is someone who's about commitment, you know, marriage potential there. And then we have the World here. So in your thoughts, you are thinking about some sort of ending, a cycle that had to come to an end, wrapping things up, like this is now complete and it's time to kind of move on to a new beginning here. So it's like you haven't, I don't feel like you've started the new beginning just yet, but the new beginning is definitely coming. That's what's here. And this Ace of Cups as well is obviously a new beginning. So there is a new beginning that's coming, but you're first thinking about wrapping up whatever you need to wrap up right now. You've achieved what you needed to, and that's what's on your mind, this achievement and this completion of this cycle. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles here. So when it comes to one of your goals or a desire of some sort, your passions, you are putting a lot of effort into it, but you're also needing to have patience when it comes to this thing. I do feel like you putting your time in there, you're investing your time, your money, your just your general efforts, your thoughts, your everything that you can to help grow whatever this is. And it is slow moving. Pentacles always are, but Pentacles, even though that they're slow to move and that you need patience for them, it is something that the Pentacles are there, you just can't see them yet. So this investment has not come to a reward yet, or you haven't seen a return yet on this investment, whatever that investment may be. Like I said, your time, your effort, your energy, your communication, your knowledge, whatever that is, you haven't seen that yet. So let's get some clarifiers for you, Gemini. So what is the Hierophant, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Sun, the Wheel of Fortune? Okay, so this is destiny coming in for you. The wheel is turning in your favor. You are going to be quite lucky. It's coming after a very long time of you feeling defeated and hurt. You now got your guard up in some way. You're tired. I do feel like you're quite tired. But whatever is coming in is divinely guided, and the time is now. It's like kind of divine timing, and here it's now. This is fate. Okay, so what is the Emperor? Ten of Swords in the reverse. So I feel like you are maybe coming out of a time where you felt kind of betrayed. There was definitely some sort of ending. Like I said, something you had to walk away from, but you're actually coming out on top with this. And, you know, you have the Nine of Pentacles in the shadows here. So you're now getting out of this betrayed energy. Even though it was very painful, you've actually looked, it's kind of benefited you in some way. Like you've leveled up and you've reclaimed your power, and it's making you very happy to where you, like how far you've come. I do feel like it was like maybe just a cycle that you went through, and that cycle had some sort of heartbreak attached to it, or disappointment, just something that hurt. And you've just realized, like, you know, it was actually all worth it. It's very strange. Gratitude though, Gemini. I love it. Okay, what is the Ace of Cups? The Ace of Cups. Okay, so definitely some sort of new opportunity here. I feel like this new opportunity is giving you the opportunity to, excuse the word opportunity twice, but it is giving you the opportunity to break free from some sort of unhealthy habits, some sort of toxic cycle. Maybe that is what you're walking away from. It could be your own way of thinking. It could be someone that you're addicted to. It could be, you know, overworking yourself, or it could be just obsessive behavior, just completely you know, following a path that's not healthy for you. It could even be codependency in some way. But I don't feel like it is got to do with codependency, because with the Ace of Cups coming out twice there is like, it's new. It's a new potential offer here. Not something that you've been stuck in, but it is good. This new offer is going to give you the opportunity to get out of something that isn't healthy for you. So what is the King of Pentacles? We have the Six of Wands in the reverse. So this is you. I feel like you're now moving on to financial matters or practical matters, because there's something that you are disappointed about, something that you feel like you didn't reach your goal, or you haven't made it yet, basically. Like you feel like you are a failure in some way when it comes to your relationships, or when it comes to something that's happened between you and another person in a connection. But in your emotions, you are feeling like a failure. And I feel like that's why what's coming in here is actually so important, that you need to realize how far you've come here, because you're at the king. The king, there's no further to go. Now you just need to protect what you have. So you're not a failure. Even if you think that you have failed because you have to walk away from something, that's not failure. You know, they always say, like, when you start over new with something, which I don't think you're going to start over completely. I do think there's a new opportunity, but I don't think that you have to start over new. But I'm feeling called to tell you that there's a saying that if you start over new, it's not starting from scratch. It's okay to make mistakes, because when you start over from scratch, you're not starting from nothing. You're now starting with the knowledge of how you can make this work this time around. We do also have the Queen of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. So you are protecting your heart in some way, maybe from some sort of failure. Maybe this is someone who is committing to you, but you just see maybe relationships or commitment in general as something that, you know, it doesn't last forever. It doesn't always work out, like that type of energy. So, excuse me, Gemini, you're being very protective of your heart. You are also telling the honest truth here. This is your own energy, along with Aquarius and Libra. But you are in this position of just setting boundaries in some way. Like you're learning how to be able to say no as a full sentence. Then what is the World? The World is the King of Pentacles. So it's definitely got to do with something to do with what's going on in your commitments or your connections of something. So there's definitely the end of a cycle here when it comes to a commitment, when it comes to you being a business owner, or there's some sort of end of the cycle here. And we have the King of Wands in the shadows as well. Excuse me. So this could be a fire sign, so Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. But this is also about you now. You've ended some sort of cycle within this. You've accomplished something. You have gotten to the top of your field, or you're doing very well. But now you're thinking about, okay, I've achieved this. What's my next steps? I want to go out and find out what I'm passionate about again, and go and do something like along those lines. You want to go out and get what you feel you're excited about. It's less focused on stability and more focused on the excitement and the passion and the drive and that type of thing. So what is the Seven of Pentacles? We have the Hermit. Yeah, so I do feel like something is very slow moving here. The Hermit is also about, you know, some sort of learnings again, like I was saying, there's some sort of guidance, a teacher of some sort, or it could just be healing yourself, and that the healing work can take time and you're needing to be patient with it because you feel like you've put in a lot of effort towards it, but you haven't seen the rewards of everything that you've been doing or working on yourself with. So it could be along those lines. Otherwise, it is just about you needing to realize that sometimes it's okay to spend some time alone, and that time alone is the time that you can work on yourself, or even just taking some time to yourself to relax so that you can go out there and be committed to this thing again. You might need to even just take a break just for now, not to completely give this up, but just to take a break, because if you keep doing it over and over again, eventually you're going to get tired. Maybe that's what's going to make you want to walk away in some way. So this is basically saying that it's okay to take a break and just focus on yourself, spend some time alone and that type of thing. We do also have then the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck, which is 3 kings that we've seen now. So the one that's missing is the King of Cups. So there could be some sort of emotional stability that you're looking for here. But with the King of Swords in the shadows, this is about, again, some sort of protective energy here. You also need to communicate clearly when you see the King of Swords. It is about needing some sort of clarity to a situation, or just communicating with someone. Maybe there's been miscommunication or something like that, and maybe that's why it's time to just kind of like spend some time alone first and then go and communicate whatever needs to be communicated. And then what's the 3 of Swords? Knight of Pentacles. So there is some sort of major disappointment with how slow things are going, or like how you've put in, again, a lot of effort into something. You've put in all your hard work, your energy, everything like that to get somewhere, but it's like it's so slow moving that it's like you don't see that this is going anywhere. So maybe that's why you're disappointed, because you can't see the good things coming from this. You just see this heartbreak, this having to walk away, this effort that you're putting in, the no rewards that are coming out, a cycle ending in some way. But I do feel like what's coming in is ultimate healing, and you do need to stay optimistic about whatever opportunity this is and whatever you're putting your effort into, because the consistent effort is actually working. It's just working very slowly, but you rather would want something that is slow moving and little bits of effort continuously, rather than something that's like the Knight of Wands, that's just kind of like, or Knight of Swords even, that's just kind of like quickly in and rushing in and missing things and all of that type of thing. This again is this specifically is Virgo energy, but Virgo, Taurus and Capricorn. So let's move on to your love part of the reading. Now that all could have been about love, but let's see just on love. Sorry, they always are so slippy, these cards. Okay, so what do we need to know for Gemini? We have soulmates, deep love, unity, and connection. And that kind of reminds me of the Lovers card. So I do feel like there's someone with that is a soulmate in your life. You have a lot of love for them, and I feel like that's what it's saying. Like, you do need to be loyal to this person. Look, nourish, self-growth, self-focused, and soul-finding. So I do feel like soulmates are always here to teach you a lesson, and that lesson is usually about yourself. So I do feel like they are teaching you about yourself, and that there is some sort of growth within this relationship that it's kind of pushing you towards. This nourish card is actually reminding me here of the 7 of Pentacles, with like that little tree, like that little sprout, and here it's like the little sprout, like the roots are there. So I do feel like there's roots between you and this other person, but maybe there is some sort of like self-discovery here that you're trying to heal in some way. It's very healing energy. So what else? What's coming in for Gemini? We do have clinging, holding on, obsessing, and spying. So I do feel like your person is a little bit maybe clingy this week, or it could just be that they are like looking, if you guys aren't in communication with each other at the moment, or not spending much time together with that hermit. Maybe you're spending some time alone or something like that. There is some sort of spying here, like that they are like maybe watching your social media, or they are like obsessing over you. We did see that devil card, but I do feel like maybe it could be also you that's holding on to something with this person. We do have karma here, so consequences, cause and effect, and death. So there could be something that, again, is a karmic lesson that needs to be learned here. That doesn't mean that they're a karmic partner, because we do have soulmates here. Even karmic partners, though, are soulmates. They all are. It's kind of like a soul contract that was agreed beforehand, and it's again something that you need to learn, which is what we saw with that that self-focused, self-growth card, nourish card. What else? What's coming in for Gemini next week? We have shallow, hollow, empty, and boredom. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have intuition, heart song, telepathy. I can never pronounce that right. And inner knowing. So there is something that it could be that there is something that you need to walk away from when it comes to this relationship. And you know that this needs to happen. You do feel like, I can see that it's like, I think you're reluctant to walk away from something, from either someone or something within the relationship, because you guys have just gotten so used to it. But if you continue down this way, I do feel like there is going to be some sort of boredom here. Like it's going to be, especially Gemini, you guys need that stimulation, you need that fun, you need the conversations to be flowing, like you need all of those things. So maybe you are getting a little bit bored at the moment, or vice versa. But it is just about, you have this inner knowing of where you're going, or what needs to happen to get out of this phase. It could just be a phase within your relationship, it could be a cycle that just needs to end at some point. Everything in life goes in cycles, but there is someone that you need to be loyal to here. So I do feel like there's loyalty that's, maybe your loyalty is being questioned in some way. But it is just, there is someone that you're loyal to, but maybe you're getting a little bit kind of antsy, a little bit ants in the pants type of energy. So let's see, what does your romance angels have to say for Gemini for next week? Okay. So first up, we have finances and career. Financial issues are affecting your love life right now, which I was seeing there with that King of Pentacles. Like I was saying, I think you're more focused on practical matters or financial matters at the moment than your love life. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So there could be some sort of wounds that need to be healed here. And you might need to be able to forgive your parents. Maybe you come from divorced family, and you maybe don't believe in marriage, or it could be that you have a fear of commitment or abandonment or something along those lines, and maybe that's something that you need to work on by forgiving your parents in some way. And we do have romantic feelings here, so your feelings are real and worth exploring. So whatever those feelings are, maybe you need to just communicate them with someone, or at least explore what you feel. And then we do have at the bottom of the deck separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon, which the Hermit is there. So there could very well be, just a break or some sort of separation altogether. Maybe that's why this card is saying to you, like, the only person that you need really is yourself. And you are home to yourself. Like, your soul knows that that's home. So let's see. Let's get some messages from your person for Gemini. We have, I couldn't let you get close to me. Okay, what else? We have, I wish I could share my good news with you, and I will wait for a sign from you. So Gemini, I hope that resonated. If it did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and I will see you guys again next week. Take care.